Photography literally means painting with light. And there's almost always enough light to take a picture if you have enough time. Think of the camera's chip as a black canvas, and you can reveal elements by illuminating them with light. So the first step is to figure out what the exposure is to get the ambient light of the scene. Often, when shooting night photography, I start at f3.5, ISO 800 at 30 seconds. Once you determine the exposure to capture any ambient light, such as clouds or stars, then you can add a flashlight to be able to give some detail into your foreground subject. When you press the shutter release button, the shutter of your camera opens, and it stays open for as long as you have the shutter speed set. When doing night photography and light painting, it's important to keep your camera in manual mode. You also want to have a tripod, a couple of flashlights, and a good wide-angle lens, like the Tamron 10-24 or 24-70. Think about the flashlight as a paintbrush, and you go around and you simply add light to parts of the image that you want it that would otherwise be in darkness. After taking the initial picture, I thought it might have been interesting to get some light coming from inside the barn. So what I decided to do was go inside and actually backlight during the exposure from the barn, and then adding a little bit of light in the front as well. Let's see how this one goes. Now, let's see how we do. Oh wow, otherworldly. When you're doing long exposures, even the moon can sometimes be too bright. So tonight we're photographing on a night with no moon, so all you get is the light from the stars and any reflections of the clouds, and then when we actually add light when we're light painting. And sometimes what you'll find is when you paint with light, you'll give too much light and your subject in the foreground will be overexposed. That was terrible. Every time you take a picture and you change the light, the picture's different. You have to be willing to have a lot of patience. You have to experiment a lot. Also keep in mind that each different light source has a different color to it. So we're using two different lights tonight. One of them is a little more blue and the other one is a little more yellow. So we were playing with the way that the color looks and the way the color of the sky looks.